one of the cool things that Redis can do is it can do some math for you. So let's say we're tracking all of the visits to our website. So I'm going to say set visits to 0 because no one's visited our website yet. There's another command. So when I say command, these set, get, all those kind of things, again, I'm capitalizing it for your benefit. You don't have to. You can also say set like that, it works. Let's say someone visits our website. We can issue a command. We don't have to say get visits, then do another set. We can just say incr, like this, visits. And there you go. That just increments it. And we can do it again and again and again and again and again, right? So there is some amount of math that Redis can do for you. You can also do decrement visits, and lo and behold, it will decrement as well. Let's say we're writing a American football tracker. You can say set score, and we'll say set score Seahawks, because I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan, obviously. Their score is 0, and we'll say set score Broncos to be 0, right? Because that's how the game starts. And then later in the game, we want to say increment by, incr by, like that. Then we'll say score Seahawks 6, right? So this will actually go through and increment the Seahawks score by 6. Then if they score their extra point, you can say by 1, and lo and behold, there's 7, right? So incr by allows you to not only just add something, but you can actually specify how much you want to add by. There's also decr by, and you can put score Broncos, because no one likes the Broncos, right? 3, so now their score is negative. That's not possible, but in my fabricated reality, their score is -3. And that's what decr by does. It allows you to do the same thing just by decreasing. You can do multiple sets and multiple gets. So I'm going to say mset score Seahawks 43, score Broncos 8. Like if we were just setting like the end of the game scores, that's how you would do that. And then again, we can do mget score Seahawks score Broncos. The first one we get back is 43. The second one that we get back is 8. This one is decidedly easier than the other ones. That's kind of why I saved it to the end for when your brain's all mushy from the other databases. This one's like, oh, this one's easy. We like this one. Another one that's useful is exists, right? So I can just say exists score Seahawks, and it's going to say 1. Yep, that definitely exists. If I went in here and queried for a Viking score, I haven't set a Viking score, so it's going to say that one doesn't exist in my database. The example I have here in my notes is like if you were doing like a pathfinding algorithm, you could kind of use that as like a way to set plain 0:0 for like x comma y. So I would say set plain 0, 0 true or visited, something like that, right? And then later, if I try to go back to that same area, I could just say, hey, have I visited this place before? Plain 0, 0. And it would say yes. Have I visited this area? No. And then I could know that I could go there, right? That's an example of how you could use exists. If you want to delete things, you can say set greeting hello exists greeting del greeting. And then if I ask exists greeting again, it's going to say no. So that's what that delete does. It just deletes something out of your cache. And honestly, I just showed you, like, if set and get are 90%, we're up to like 96% of how you would use Redis. But let's go into the advanced stuff, because why not? It's kind of fun. When would you use Redis as opposed to just keeping something in memory on your app server? In general, when I'm writing Node servers and PHP servers and Ruby servers, I want my endpoints to be stateless, right? So that in between my first call and my second call, I'm not maintaining any state. The reason why that's really helpful is because when I then scale out my app server to be 10 app servers, you don't know which one they're going to hit next. So if I have to maintain state for a user across API calls, then I can just set it in Redis, and they're going to be reading from the same Redis, even if it's different app servers. If you have just one app server running your entire app, go ahead and keep it in memory. I can't see why you'd use Redis, right? Unless you have like a lot of stuff that you need to store because you don't want to take up all of your memory. But when you have two app servers, it becomes a big problem.